Next on Worcester News Tonight, remembering fallen firefighter Christopher Roy. His brothers in the department now working to take care of his family. Plus, a packed house tonight as City Council votes on the annual tax rate discussion. We have the results. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. It's a long and difficult week for the Worcester Fire Department as they prepare to say a final goodbye to a fallen brother. Firefighter Christopher Roy is being remembered as somebody who loved his job and enjoyed helping others. Now his fellow firefighters are working to help his family. Our Cam Jandro is live outside the Webster Square Fire Station with more. Cam?
Yeah, Anna, the obituary of fallen firefighter Christopher Roy describes him as a person who was always there for you if you were in need of any help. That's why when he tragically passed away on Sunday, Local 1009 here in the city of Worcester thought it was appropriate to give back to his daughter, Ava Roy, the same way he gave back to his community and so many others.
She would, I'm sure, rather have her father here instead of it, but we'll do everything we can to support her in any way we can.
Worcester Firefighters Local 1009 are raising money for the daughter of fallen firefighter Christopher Roy. Ava Roy is only 9 years old.
Ava's father put himself out there not only on Sunday morning, but every day as a Worcester firefighter, sacrificing of himself and taking those risks.
Local 1009 President Michael Papani says there is no specific goal for the Ava Roy Fund.
She's a young lady, she's a very wonderful person, and we want to make sure she's all set moving forward.
Roy was pulled out of a 5-alarm blaze Sunday, but later succumbed to his injuries. The month of December is a difficult one for Worcester Fire, and Papani says the support has come in all over.
You know, the firefighters have a very strong brother and sisterhood, and we have heard from around the world.
Roy will be laid to rest on Saturday. While firefighters mourn, they say it's important to remember the loved ones Roy leaves behind.
It's been a rough couple days. It's going to be a long week.
We're all hurting, but we're all staying strong so that we can honor Chris Roy as he deserves, and that we can take care of his daughter.
Now outside the Webster Square Fire Station, you can see the candles are still lit in remembrance of Christopher Roy. This is where he spent most of his time as a Worcester firefighter. Papani says that it's important to give back, just even regardless of the amount, because it's going to really benefit his daughter Ava. If you're interested in giving back to the Ava Roy Fund, you can send a check to the Worcester Fire Department Credit Union. We're live in Worcester tonight. I'm Kim Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.
The memorial fund set up for Roy's young daughter opened on Monday. The information on how to donate is on the screen. Checks made out to the Ava Roy Fund can be mailed to the Worcester Fire Department Credit Union. People from all over are remembering the life and the character of Worcester firefighter Christopher Roy. He leaves behind a loving family and a lot of friends, some who are even stepping up to raise money for his young daughter. Our Rosalind Flaherty has more.
He never wanted anyone to be in a bad mood, and if you were, he was just ready to make you smile.
Before he became a firefighter, Christopher Roy worked in a restaurant, and former co-workers remember him as a great person who always made people laugh.
He was like a big teddy bear almost, like he never yelled.
The 36-year-old firefighter died Sunday morning while battling a 5-alarm fire. Wicked Wing Company employees Jonathan Richmond and Alexia Melendez used to work with him several years ago at another restaurant. They couldn't believe it when they heard the tragic news.
That shock and disbelief just heightened and it became more real.
I was like, no, not that one, like not that Chris, like send me a picture. I need to see that I'm hoping it's not true.
Both stayed in touch with Roy over the years. They say his daughter Ava was everything to him.
That's all he ever talked about was his daughter, like his pride and joy.
Roy attended St. Peter Marian and Burncoat High School and graduated from UMass Amherst. He also worked for many years with Consigli Construction. The Milford Company released a statement saying, Chris was an outstanding employee and a great friend. He was passionate about being a firefighter and devoted to the Worcester community he so bravely served. Chris was equally dedicated to his construction craft, always willing to go the extra mile. Melendez and Richmond say he would talk about one day being a firefighter.
Being a firefighter is really what he wanted to do. I think that when Ava was born, it really, really hit home that that's what he wanted to do.
The restaurant set up a memorial for him and is collecting donations for his daughter Ava. They wanted to show support for their friend and his family.
Something that we should be doing as a community is helping each other and helping the family out as much as we can.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Calling hours will be held Friday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at St. John's Catholic Church on Temple Street in Worcester. A funeral is scheduled for Saturday at 10 a.m. at the same church. Immediately following the ceremony, Roy will be buried at Notre Dame Cemetery. Well, switching gears now, new tonight, for the 4th year in a row, the Worcester City Council passes the lowest residential tax rate proposed in the annual classification hearing. The measure passed by a 6-5 vote. The annual rates for homeowners drops $18.91 to $18 even, while the rates increase for businesses from $34.03 to $34.90. There was plenty of campaigning before tonight's vote. For more on the background, here's our Brittany Schaefer.
The Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce wants to see change during tonight's City Council vote on tax rates.
Those folks who are investing in Worcester, who want to make Worcester their business home, we want them to recognize that the city has their best interest at heart.
Over the past 3 years, the City Council has voted to lower residential rates and increase commercial taxes. The Chamber's Alex Guardiola says it's hurting business owners.
We really hope to see that the City Council recognizes that and say, hey, it's time to kind of put the vote together to say we back our businesses.
City councilors say a big concern is residents on a fixed income. Councillor Christian King says the current tax rates are working well in creating a renaissance in Worcester.
The city is a good place to conduct businesses. I think the formula that we've had the past 3 years has absolutely been working. I think that it's my intention to vote in a way that's consistent with what we've been doing the last 3 years.
Oriela Kochi owns 2 restaurants and is also a homeowner in Worcester. She says while it may take time, moving towards a single tax rate would be beneficial.
My commercial real estate taxes have gone up 30.7%, and that's a big number. In order to run and thrive a business here, we have to have some control.
Kochi, along with several other business owners and the chamber, will attend and speak during tonight's council meeting.
We'll be there advocating for our businesses. I want to be able to expand the tax rules and expand the economic development that's going on here and be fair to our businesses.
I'm really looking to hear of what the alternatives and options are other than simply increasing the homeowner's portion.
The Coalition for Accurate Worcester Assessments on Real Estate was also at the meeting advocating for lower residential tax rates. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Streets in Worcester tonight remain closed to traffic as crews work to fix the water main and roadway on West Boylston Street at Millbrook Street. The main broke early on Monday. The break affecting tonight's commute and will have an impact Wednesday morning as well. The Worcester Department of Public Works and Parks is warning people to seek alternative routes. Quinsigamond Community College receives money to help train people looking to become either nursing assistants or pharmacy technicians. They're getting more than $200,000 from the Massachusetts Department of Higher Education, along with the Executive Office of Labor and Workforce Development. The money will be used to provide educational training and hands-on experience. 40 students in QCC's Training Resources and Internship Network, or TRAIN program, will be eligible to participate. The programs will begin in January. A grand jury indicts a Northborough man for murder in the death of a woman whose body was found in a car in Hope Cemetery last year. 57-year-old Stephen Foley has been charged in district court with murder in the death of Cynthia Webb in August. Monday, a Worcester County grand jury handed up an indictment moving the case to Superior Court. Webb's body was found in the trunk of her burning car in Hope Cemetery last December. The exact cause of her death is under investigation. Foley is being held without bail. A man charged with hijacking a car and leading police on a chase is held without bail Tuesday after a dangerousness hearing. Last month, Donald Foy led police on a chase in a stolen car and fled the scene. He was eventually found on the roof of a business after crashing into several cruisers in the gate of Worcester Auto Center. Police say the Spencer man is a career criminal. He's due back in court January 11th. Well, believe it or not, Christmas is just 2 weeks away. For local businesses, it's not hard to believe as they're seeing the rush of customers. At That's Entertainment, they say the holiday rush begins on Black Friday and runs through the weekend before Christmas. With their wide variety of items, from music to video games to comic books, Supervisor Nathaniel Baker says they're all hands on deck.
Pretty on the ball and get everything we need beforehand, but it's mainly just staying readily available for people to come through the door, helping them find the things they're looking for. You get a lot more people this time of year that are buying for others and not themselves, and so they tend to need more help. Just kind of gotta go out there and show them what we have and what we can do.
Baker says some of their most popular items this year have been board games and video games.